It is one of the most searched foods online, and whether it's grilled or roasted or fried, we just can't seem to get enough of it. We are talking about chicken. Here to show us how to take your protein to the next level is Chef Mike Angeloni. Welcome to Your Morning.
Thank you very much for having me.
Nice setup you have out here. It smells great. Okay, what are we making today?
So we're going to be doing a version of a brick chicken. It's a great recipe to use on the barbecue. So basically what we're going to be doing is flattening out a chicken. We're going to be seasoning it up with a nice rub. And then we're basically putting a weight on it. So I'm using fancy...
Is that why they call it brick chicken?
Exactly. So you're basically pressing it so you get a nice flat, crispy skin and nice, moist, juicy chicken throughout. I use fancy cast iron pans.
I see that.
But if you're at home and you don't have that, you could just pull a brick from the backyard, wrap it in some tin foil, and smack it on there, and you got the same idea.
Okay, well, let's get started, because to me, it seems like the most complicated part of this whole ordeal is going to be flattening the chicken.
Yeah, I mean, it's fairly easy. If you're not too confident with a knife, you could always go to your butcher and ask him to do this for you, but you basically want to come here,
cut on the joint?
Yeah. And you're just following that. So you're going to come in here, take that out, then you're going to flip the chicken back over. And then just along the spine.
Oh, that's a good crunch. You need a good knife to do this, right?
You do. And you need a little bit of pressure.
Okay.
You're just going to cut through, open it up, just like that.
You did that so fast.
I've done a couple of these.
I bet.
So, just like that. And now, to flatten it, you just want to give it one little tight, like that.
It's like a magic trick.
And now we got a flat chicken.
Okay, and do we need to take the skin off or anything for this rub?
No, I love the skin. I think when you get a nice crispy skin on a chicken, it's the best part for me.
Okay.
So basically, we're just going to hit it with a bit of oil, very light. And then we have a little bit of a spice rub here.
Now, is this your special spice rub?
This is one that I make in particular with a whole bunch of dried spices. Predominant flavors in this would be smoked paprika, a little bit of cayenne, and I love celery seed with chicken. But there's so many great spice rubs in the grocery store nowadays. So you just want to find a good one that you like.
What are some of the best flavors? I mean, when you go and look, there's a whole wall of them. So what are some of the best seasonings that you're looking for?
In terms of flavors?
Yeah.
I think smoked paprika is a big one. You know, like there's a lot of really good companies out there, Wildly Delicious, and a few other ones throughout Toronto and across Canada.
But this is one that you've made, right? The one that you serve in your own restaurant.
Exactly.
All right. Now, you didn't actually rub any of this on. This was just a sprinkle.
So I've just kind of sprinkled it on. Yeah, go for it. And then you can just kind of give it a little pat. I like to let it sit for about 15, 20 minutes before we put it on. So I have one here that's ready to go. So we've got the grill here. You know, you want it a nice medium heat. You don't want too much flare up.
Okay.
So we're going to give it a quick little brush. Always want to make sure your grill is nice and clean and give it a little bit of an oil. So now we've got
regular olive oil?
Just some vegetable oil.
Vegetable oil, okay.
Yeah. So then we're going to take our chicken. I'm just going to grab it by the legs here and toss it on. So
and you did that breast side down? Yeah.
So basically we're going to cook this the whole way on the skin. So we get a nice crispy skin and a nice juicy interior.
So this is my hesitance, this is my reluctance of doing this on a barbecue, is I know how long to bake a whole chicken in an oven for, but when you put it on the barbecue, I feel like there's a bigger risk for things to go wrong.
Absolutely. I think a big problem with chicken for a lot of people is they're a little squeamish about it. I think the biggest thing that you can do to make sure that you're, not having to worry about that is invest in a really good thermometer.
Yeah.
So a nice probe thermometer. When you're going in, you want to poke into the thickest part of the thigh.
Okay.
And then you want to check that you're reading about 160. And then this chicken has been sitting here for a bit.
About how long
all ready to go. So we're going to go all the way on the skin side.
Okay.
It's a nice medium heat, so it won't burn. You're going to go about 35 to 40 minutes, depending on how big your chicken is.
All right. And I don't need to wrap it in foil or do anything like that. It's going to stay juicy on its own?
Yeah, it'll just stay. Because we're cooking it on the one side, we're not flip-flopping it around. You won't lose a lot of that juice and the moisture.
Okay, what do you serve this with?
So we're going to bring this over here. So we've got a couple different things. I really like it summertime. You want to keep it pretty light and fresh. So we've got some potatoes here. The potatoes have just been parboiled. You could also steam them if you wanted to. Okay. And as opposed to roasting them in lots of oil and stuff like that, they've been grilled. So we parboil them, cut them, and then we just put them on the grill, get some nice char marks. We're going to hit it with a little bit of chopped parsley.
Oh, yum.
Some green onions.
That looks great.
And then some of our seasoning rub.
Oh, amazing.
I always love to repurpose some flavors
and the flavors
like that.
match a little
exactly.
bit.
So
very
they all
nice.
come together.
I want to try a bite of this before we go.
Yeah, perfect. So what we're going to do is just
You're gonna plate it for me. It's a chef in you, right? You can't just serve it to me out of the
Nope.
pan, can you?
Exactly. So we're gonna cut through our chicken. I'll put some of this.
Now, in my house, we would just like wolf it down like this.
Go for it.
Can I? All right, and just a reminder, we've got the recipe for your rub on our Your Morning website,
Yeah, we do.
yourmorning.ca.
Exactly.
All right, Michael, thank you so much. I'm gonna let you know how it tastes. Oh yeah, that's good.
Yeah? Good. Awesome.
Really good. Hey, we're gonna be right back with my mouth full.